If you are not producing content for the world on the internet, which is if you are not sharing your thoughts, your process, your journey, your progress to achieving your goals, the stories you want to tell about your startup, product, service, if you are not communicating to the world, you are basically irrelevant in a 2019 world.
So 99% of you will probably ignore this in 2019, and if you will ignore this in 2019, you will become irrelevant not just this year but on the upcoming years. Now, if you're just trying to build your career as a musician, or if you're trying to build your portfolio as a real estate agent and you're not putting out content to the world or any of the social media like 7 apps that is existed right now, if you're not putting content on those social media, you will become irrelevant not just this year but on the incoming years. So what do you mean, Miles? Like, what is the best content that I need to produce right now in order for me to become relevant and in order for me to become or to build a community around my business? Now, there's a lot of things that you could do. So if you're good in writing, then you can do blog posts. So the most common objections that people have why they're not putting out content, they just don't know what are the type of contents that they need to produce. So let's just say, for example, you're pretty good in writing and you're not pretty good in camera, then simply just write down your journey. Simply write down your story. So what if you're a photographer? Now take that photo that you took and then have like a couple of sentences or couple of description. How did you take that photo? What was the process in order for you to take that photo? And how do you approach when you're taking a photo? And let's say you are good in filming, you are good in facing the camera, you're good at talking, then use that camera and then talk to that camera while you're giving value to your audience. So there are a lot of medium right now that you can go to so that you can constantly produce content to the world in order for you to build a community around your business, or in order for you to build a cult of what your business believes in. Now, what is the best thing for you to maximize pouring out content on the internet? Now, what if you are just very good in writing? Now, just try to think about it. What can you do when you write? Okay, how can you really maximize that content, and how can you repurpose that content in order for you to be visible on YouTube, be visible on Instagram, be visible on Facebook, or in all those social media platforms? Now think about it. If you are really good when it comes to writing, maybe you can write a script and then try to practice shooting yourself on a video or in a camera, and then you just need to take the time and keep doing it so that you will become comfortable of shooting videos. So what if you're a photographer? Still learn how to shoot videos. Now, why is it that you're really pushing videos? Now let me ask you, what can you do if you shoot videos? How can you repurpose that video in order for you to maximize your time? So let's just say, for example, as I am shooting this video, after this is done, this will be edited, okay? And then after this video will be edited, the audio will be extracted so that I can put some content on podcasts. You can get the idea right now? Now that's one thing, okay? And then I already have a video and then I have a podcast. After that one, that video will be captioned or will be transcribed, and that transcription will become a blog post. So you get what I mean now? So that's just the 4 things that you can do if you will leverage the power of video. Now what else? So on the video, you can take a snapshot and make that as a photo, and then you can post it on Instagram. So think about how can you leverage this one thing? How can you do 20% of the work and make 80% of the results? So I understand if you're not comfortable of video, but if you'll just try to practice it, you will just try to do it. Keep doing it every single day until you will vomit, until you will puke. I promise you, you will be good at it. So when I got started, I'm not even comfortable talking to the camera, but since I need to do it because I need to shoot a video sales letter, then I just need to do it. It bombed, it's so crappy, and I'm not proud of it. But once I get the hang of it, I slowly become comfortable of talking to the camera, even though I know that I will not publish this video. But this is just for me to become good at speaking, for me to pour out whatever thoughts that I have in my brain so that I can share it with you. But it needs practice. So I didn't reach to where am I right now just a snap, okay? I took the hard work. I took the practice. I started small. Are you comfortable of starting small? Are you comfortable of practicing every single day? So think about it, whether you are good in writing, whether you are good in taking photos, or whether you are good at anything, or maybe you're just good on, selling people. Think about what can you do, or how can you transcribe it, or how can you transform that skill that you already have and turn it to a video. Okay, so if you're just not comfortable of talking to the camera, then use your writing and maybe do a voiceover, and maybe just use an animation so that animation will become a video, and then you can just post it on YouTube. You can build another community in there. Videos right now is expected to be the one of the most consumed content, not just this year but on 2020 and 2022. So this is the best time for you to really create or to really shoot more videos, so that when 2022 comes in, you already build a foundation. So that's why if you're just shooting videos, try to extract the audio, make it as a podcast. So now you have TV shows and you also have a radio station. So think about what are the things that you could do, okay? What are the things that you could do in a small way, or maybe 20% of the work, and still reap the 80% of the results. So think about it. If you're not doing videos right now, you will become irrelevant, not just this year, but on the oncoming years.